All set? Fine. So, yeah, thanks, Viramani, for joining this interview session. Can you
Yeah,
brief about
definitely.
yourself, like, where you're currently working and like which tech stack that you're currently, experienced? What kind of roles and responsibilities you do daily so that I can, go ahead asking a couple of technical questions. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Ji. Thanks for the opportunity to give me the interview. By the way, my name is Veeramani from Chennai. I do my I have my PGs in chemistry. Uh, I have work experience in Nova Techset for the past 12 years. I have started my career in Nova Techset as quality engineer, quality analyst. After some period, I have to promoted to senior quality analyst, and then internally moved from production to non-production, from non-technical to technical as test engineer. I have been there for 3 years. I think 2019 to 2021. 2018 to 2021. So for the period, I have to test the internal tools like web applications or Windows applications, uh, something like that. Okay. Something some products which is developed in our office. Uh, After that, I have internally moved from test engineer to data engineer, which is set up for workflow automation and some some kind of data engineering perspective task uh, for the last 3 years. Actually, usually we are using the cloud in AWS. We do involve I do involve three potential projects in data engineering perspectives, which are the workflow automations. The project one is workflow automation, means whenever the file arrives from the customer, we can sort it out and we can through it validate in some point checkpoints, and then move to production side, so that the production will take the files and process the files and deliver the clear final outputted files to the customer. So here we set up the clear pipeline of logging in the files to deliver to the customer. So this is one of the major potential projects. We using
Mm-hmm.
we using some tools and technologies by automating this process. By uh, by onboarding this project, we are cut down the manual process up to 80%, so that the login time and uh, file arrival time and getting into process time also marginally diminish the time duration, so that we can deliver on time files or ahead the scheduled time. So this is one of the major projects which is involved in our domain. After that, we can take another project which is monitoring uh, employees productivity actions, employee productivity tasks, such as how much times of some person holding the file for processing. Is this necessarily is this really take that much of time? These are the real time scenarios. We can capture the data from the internal tools called smart. We have set up one internal tool called smart. Whenever the production people entering into the smart, then they will take the files from there, that tool, and then processing the file. Once completing their task, their portion, then they will push to the file to the next department. So we will take calculate take calculated hours, working hours from that transition period by using SQL table. Okay, production tables. Okay, we can maintain production table to capture these real-time data. and then manipulating those data and creating a dashboard called Ensol. Ensol is a URL which is open to production and also open to manager like some privileges are available in managers to see the production activities of the peoples. So this is the second most important project which is done in data engineering. So
Excellent.
yeah, to
Good to know. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank
The
you so
third
much.
one is very important. Yeah, the third one is very important. Invoice journey. Here we tracking uh, uh, invoice billing related activities, especially whenever the files are getting uploaded. Whenever the files are getting uploaded, then we can able to claim the invoice from the customer. So the tracking is very clear and the tracking is very transparent to all stakeholders, so that uh, they can cut the time and process the data, invoice data very accurately. This is third most important project which is done in data engineering. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Excellent, Viramani. Thanks for letting me know on these complete set of projects that you worked.
Yeah.
Good to know. So, would like to know understanding on a couple of things like what kind of tech stack that you used really here from data engineering perspective.
Yeah, here we used AWS services to set up this project background in data engineering perspective, called S3 for data storage, and then AWS Glue for some ETL process, and then again we use S3 and RDS for data storage as data warehousing. For some time, we use Redshift also to store the data in data warehousing. We can query by using Athena, DynamoDB, and also yeah, these are the tech stacks which is involved in our projects as in the data engineering perspective.
Okay, good. Good to know for all these AWS services. And how good are you at PySpark and SQL? So those two are for data engineering skills.
The two skills are very important for our projects because we need to clean up our bad data, or we need to clean up our data data into the meaningful insights of the stakeholders, so that we involve some PySpark coding logics, transformation logics, and we use some SQL SQL for weaving the data in the for the use cases. Depends on the use cases. So PySpark and SQL is much more important, much more involved in our projects.
Okay. So who is your end consumer?
Yeah, my end consumer is both internal and external. For internal, some of the stakeholders which is holding the projects for the whole, and then also we can deliver our product to the customer. Some called Sesame. Sesame is one of the internal tool which is a dashboard. We can see the files both in internal and external. Here I mean external is our customer. So our customer also consuming the data, which is shared in Sesame. So internal teams also consuming the data, which is given by us.
Okay, good to know. So you are finally, making your data output as a which file format you are trying to use?
Yeah, I can use if in Glue we can use the Parquet file format so that the distributed file format is equally distributed, and we can due to the columnar concept, the Parquet file is more much
Okay. Have you compared this Parquet with any other file format like JSON or CSV to understand like how good that you are getting good performance?
Yes. For some query performance or some optimization performance, we need to prefer Parquet file instead of JSON or CSV, so that we can easily query and easily get the data, or easily select the particular columns which is need our use cases. Only we can select and easily retrieve the data from Parquet. So we are compared to Parquet with other files. We are good to use Parquet.
There is a contradiction, I believe. Even JSON and CSV is also a good format, like there are like for a couple of use cases that we do. It's not about like retrieving data from only Parquet will be effective. I would say like, JSON is a, structured way where you can keep the schema very intact so that the retrieval is very faster comparing to Parquet as well. I hope like you can, go and
Yeah,
brainstorm JSON as well. Parquet is
yeah,
good for columnary storage purpose, but we cannot say that retrieval it is only absolutely good. There are like couple of formats are there. That's okay. Fine. Okay.
yes,
Would like to know few more things from PySpark. Let's evaluate from PySpark first, and then we'll move on to with SQL, cloud, etc. Okay.
yeah,
So as you said, right, you had performed some cleaning data in your projects, right? So I want you to write a basic Spark code like how to clean the data set. Let's assume you have a CSV file in S3 bucket. That CSV file has lot of duplicates, lot of null values, lot of blank values, lot of junk characters. I mean like special characters or regular expression or whatever. Okay. So what your
yeah,
activity is to, let's assume that you are working in a project and you got this file from S3 bucket and you want to clean this file first. Okay. For that you
yeah,
want to write a basic PySpark code. Can you go ahead and write and show me?
yeah. Okay. For initially, I can explain in the word.
No, no worries, no worries. I can just, you can write it. You can parallelly,
Yeah,
considering the time frame, right? So we should be able to go with couple of questions.
yeah. First, importing the necessary libraries from PySpark. After that, we can initiate the Spark context, and then we can give some ETL logics in that coding part. After that, we can do some logical transformation logic. After that, we can stop the Spark. This is a skeleton of the Spark. You see the Spark structure, Spark coding. Here, for that specific use cases, we can use for duplicating. We can use the unique keyword to clear the duplicate values, and then for null values, we can use the keyword keyword for uh, uh, cut off that duplicate values or null values. Uh, so
Mm-hmm.
once integrating these keywords, these coding parts, these coding parts, I can lastly I can call the final output as an action, and then storing it in, is a different RDD. Yeah, with the name of
Okay.
a clean, yeah, with the name of clean RDD underscore cleaned data, so that I can remove duplicate and drop null values and drop drop duplicates and null values.
Which is okay theoretically. Can you also start writing the coding and show me?
Yeah, I can write in message part.
Would be good if you can share and write the coding, G.
Yes, okay. I can share my screen, sir.
Please go ahead. Yeah,
Is it
I can
visible?
able. Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks. This is my Colab. Hmm, this is my Colab. I can write it out. Write the logical coding. Okay. First, importing.
I would prefer you can write it in any kind of notepad itself. That would be better.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if it's not correct, no issue. That's fine. We can just try to attempt it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I can go with the notepad. The Python is case sensitive, but I don't mention here Spark in yes caps, something like that. No, so I just writing the code as it is.
Okay. I would say even you can go ahead and write the logic alone. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For the betterment of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. From my Spark, report Python. Uh, I can able to. We can use distinct um, drop null, uh, drop null, drop null, something like to clean the data. Uh, I forgot to write the code cleanly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are you going to complete it, or is it okay that you can move ahead with next question?
Yeah, yeah. Go on to next question.
Sure, no problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question is very simple. So what you do basically, can you just try to create a data frame, from PySpark? Let's consume that you have some columns. You can even hard code the columns as well, and try to make use of the column names, and then try to create a data frame, and then do some kind of filter operations. Let's say you can filter some column names based on some conditions, maybe. It's just a basic PySpark code.
Yeah. Okay. I completed it, but I don't know how. SG?
Yeah, this one is okay. Can you also perform some filter operations on top of your data frame?
Yeah.
Is that done?
I finished. Yeah, I returned.
Okay, fine. All right. So moving on to next question. So I heard like you are good at S3 and a couple of other AWS services.
Yes.
So let me ask you one question from S3. So since you worked it, right? So let's say you are having a bucket in S3 and unfortunately someone has accidentally deleted that S3 bucket, okay, for no reasons. So the data which is present in S3 bucket got completely deleted. There is no way to recover also. So is there anything that you can do quickly to recover the data from your, deleted bucket? Is that possible?
In SG, if inadvertently the data the bucket is deleted in S3, we can contact AWS customer service to retrieve if the S3 bucket is backup in any other regions or availability zones by its own of AWS. We can first mailing to customer care so that we can try to get the bucket, deleted bucket from any source of any kind of backups which is done by AWS. AWS.
But that
This is first.
approach will not be so effective, right? I don't want to go and always keep knocking customer support. I want to retrieve very quickly. Is there any way? Is there any technical way that you can recover? I know that customer support is a secondary option where I cannot do it very immediately. They want to respond and go ahead, right? Is there anything that you can like very quickly or very technically you can make use of that deleted bucket?
Yeah, cross-regional. If we enable cross-regional option in bucket while the bucket creation, yeah, we can retrieve in terms of high availability. We can retrieve in any other regions or.
Okay, fine, no problem. Fine. So I have given one question from SQL. So let's try to evaluate from SQL also.
Yes.
Okay. Can you go to chat and look at my question? Or maybe I can explain also. So consider that there is a table. Okay. What you
Yes.
want to do, you want to just write the SQL query to find out the second highest salary in the table. But you don't want to use any limit or top condition. Without these two keywords, we want to retrieve and see like, if that comes the correct answers.
Yeah, instead of using limit or top, we can go with window function, which is very effective for this kind of use cases. Once, yeah, we can use the the row number. I think exactly the row number, or rank or dense rank. Yeah, we can partitioning the data in terms of rank, salary rank. Then we can sort it out the row number, filtering out the row number as is equal to 2. We can get the answer for the second highest of the given table.
Okay. Can you also write and show me?
Yeah, yes, I can also write.
Yes.
If for column 1 or column 2, I can selectively taking the columns instead of selecting all. So I use column 1, column 2, some column 3.
No, we don't want to select all columns, right? My condition is
Yeah.
only to get the salary.
Yeah, okay. So I can use the salary from, I can, if in the column name is sal, alias, I can use the alias to decode the sal column name is salary from the table name. For example, customer table. Before that, I can put it. There is no joining of two tables, right? We can directly fetching the data from a single table, or do we need to join the two tables and get the data, required data?
Yeah, we don't have any other table. Only from salary table, you want to just simply extract the second highest salary.
I can use the row number. Assume that the salary, the table has a sal column, so I can use the sal. Partial sal. I think I completed my code with some incorrect. But this is the concept. I got it.
Okay, why are we using row number? Can't we use a rank for this? Row number
Yeah,
will
yeah.
only put the
Yes. Sorry. I can use rank. A rank or a dense rank. I can use here the rank, and after that the column assigned to as an RN. Then I can filter out that RN is equal to 2, so that I can get the data which is the RN is 2, which is ultimately get the data get second highest data from this logic. Sorry, I used row number instead of rank. I need to use rank.
That's fine. Okay. All right. So, okay, moving on to PySpark. Okay, I want to understand a couple of things more. Let's say you are trying to save your output in S3 bucket. Your output files is so high. Let's say like you are saving around 2,500 output files are there. Okay, when you are completing your transformation, you are outputting 2,500 files. My scenario is not to have those many number of files. I want to only have 5 files. My output number of output files should be only 5 instead of 2500. Is there a way to do? Is there any
Yeah,
kind of way?
yeah, we can use the collect. We can reduce repartitioning colis. These two keywords we can use the colis of which what kind of partitions do we need. We can put into the bracket as a parameter of colis. We can reduce the partition.
Can you write me the code how to do?
I struggled with of the code G, but the scenario is we can put it in the in different bucket. Uh, we can call it as if the partition is unequally distributed, then we can use colis so that we cannot shuffle the data, full shuffle in the data, so that the costly operation will get reduced. We can use colis of 5. The distributed framework, the distributed data can show, save in 5 5 file format, 5 format, limit of 5 format, 5 files only.
Mhm.
I think I completed, but the concept is by using colis, we can reduce the partition, number of
Okay,
partition
fine.
without shuffling.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Let's move on with some more SQL question. I have given the
Yes,
question in chat window. You can take it.
yes, GDP.
Yeah, you can copy paste that question. I will explain you with a
Yes.
right. You have a
You
table
have a
called orders. Yeah, let me explain.
yeah.
You have a table called orders, and the orders table has couple of columns like order ID, order date, order amount, etc. What you want to do, you only want to write a query to find the total amount of orders or the number of orders, maybe, okay, placed in the last 30 days, right from today. Let's say you take from today, 24th May, from April 25th, right? The number
Yeah,
of orders that you want to pick in the last 30 days. So for that, you want to only write the SQL query.
yeah, okay. Running total, or we need to the total number of sum of
Total amount of orders.
that is
You
not a
have a,
running total
that's what,
for
you have
each
an, correct, correct. You have a order ID and amount, right? Order amount. So
Mhm.
you want to just only want to check like for total orders, how much amount you placed. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. what are the columns available in order stable G? Order
Order
ID, order
ID
date. Yeah,
and
about,
order
yes.
amount.
Yeah, yeah. Last 30 days.
Right. Yes.
Say for example 0101 2025. The same thing is happening. Account of code ID was
No, the thing is, right, so you don't want to hard code these values. So do convert it using any function. Okay.
we can write it as a common table expression so that we can call it as a function. Whenever we give the parameters, we can get the data. Is it right, G? My understanding is right?
Yeah, the thing is, right, so you have made it like 1, 1, 20, 25, 31, right?
Yeah.
We should not put any hard code value. The SQL query should be very generic so that it should pick
Okay.
at any date that you pass. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do we need to write it in stored procedure so that we can call by passing two parameters so that the date will?
No, we don't want to use stored procedure here. We can use some kind of date time functions itself that has a lot of capabilities to do, to pick the current date, to pick the last 30 days, etc.
Yes. Okay. Fine. I think we can write it in the letters also now.
Can you try? Go ahead and try. Let me see.
I think we can give it as a sentence. The date time function can collaborate and retrieve the data based on the date time function which is used in the query. I just I think I done G. I can't be able to find you this date time function.
No worries. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you good at Python? Can I ask some questions from Python?
Yeah. Yes, Steve.
Okay. Fine. So let me put the question here. Okay.
Yeah.
You can take it from here. Just can copy this
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Right. So this is basically a list. Okay.
Yeah.
You have you can able to see couple of numbers here like 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6, 9.
Yeah.
There are 3 questions from this input data set. Okay. One is you want to find out like which number is duplicate here. Okay. Number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, which number is the highest number? Third is which numbers are missing in a range of 1 to 10. So the answer is going to be 3, 5, 7, 8. These numbers are missing right here in the range of 1 to 10. So 3 questions. One is duplicate number. Second is highest number. Third is missing number.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Second one. Second question.
Second question is to check the highest number.
Yes. Third one is missing numbers from 1 to 10.
Right.
Yeah. காம்ப்ரிஹென்சிவ் லிஸ்ட்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒன்று இருந்துச்சு, ஒரு சிங்கிள் லைன்ல எழுதுற மாதிரி லாம்டா ஃபங்க்ஷன் மாதிரி யூஸ் அது.
For which one it is?
காம்ப்ரிஹென்சிவ் லிஸ்ட்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, அது லாம்டா ஃபங்க்ஷன்.
Okay.
அதுல ஏதாவது ஐட்ரேஷன், இந்த ஐட்ரேஷன்.
Okay.
Here I put a condition whether here I put a condition for each and every elements placed in the array, so that I can check each and every one is greater than or here is the logic. Exactly code part I exactly can't remember G, but the concept is by iterating each and every one of these elements and comparing with greater than then we can replace that number. For example, one is greater than 2 is not the condition is false, and then automatically 2 is greater than for these two conditions. Then this 2 is checking again with 2, and this 2 is again checking with this 4, and finally we can get the 4 answer, and we can finally compare this 4 to 4, and then finally we can compare the last number. If the greater, if the condition is passed, then we can capture that number and print the number as the highest number. But logically, I know, but in coding section, I forgot the loop concept, the conditional concept of KNG. Also the
Okay.
missing, yeah. And also the missing 1 to 9. The exact concept is applicable for that use cases also. From the range of 1 to 10, we can loop over the numbers. By iterating 1 to 10, we can check each and every values present in the list one. Then if it is missing, collect the data and put it in some container, and then finally we can print the we can store and print.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Good. So how good are you at Pandas framework?
Yeah, I have somewhat familiar with Pandas.
Okay. All right. So, okay, that's again Pandas. Okay. So, are you good at Airflow also?
Yeah, theoretically I know some concepts in Airflow. I can try to answer in Airflow.
Okay. So let's say you are trying to push your code, okay, in version control. You have good knowledge at Git as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say like you are working in a branch, you are pushing your code, and that code is got merged into master branch. Okay. Unfortunately, that code needs to get reverted back because that changes was already done by somebody. So those changes needs to be ignored in the master branch as well as your branch. Is there a way to do? Is there a way to revert back all your code from the master branch using a Git command?
Yeah, you can. We can use Git push or Git pull. Git pull code in CLI, in any CLI as a bash command. We can revert back it to its original version. We can push the code to publish the code in branch. We can pull the code. I'm sorry. But it is there is an option to revert back the source code from the updated one to the previous version. The keyword is
okay, fine. All right. So can I ask some questions from Hadoop?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So are you good at understanding how checkpointing process will work?
In Hadoop framework?
Yes, in Hadoop machine level architecture, we have a process called checkpointing. Are you aware of it? How it is doing?
Yeah. Are you asking about the configuration? Hadoop configuration?
Not the configuration, about the process. There is a process which happens at the background called checkpointing. I would like to hear some, understanding about the checkpointing process from you.
Yeah. Okay, you can.
Yeah, can you explain me?
Usually, Hadoop is a distributed framework on top of Apache. The data is first distributed in lineage way in all the nodes, equally distributed. So the chunks first the name node and the data node. For name node, it can be extracting what it called metadata XML. Metadata XML. Pulling a metadata XML of the data node and store it in the name node. Name node, which is a master node. The other one is data node, which is called as a slavery data node or slavery node, which is processing in the task. Once process completed, all the data are collected after processing in the task node or core node. It can be pushed to primary node so that the results, the end results, is stored in primary node, and then we can retrieve the final output of the results from primary node. Here that we can
Okay. Okay. All right. Fine. Okay. Thanks, Viramani. So I think like we are good with the interview. So
Yeah.
Let me pass on the feedback. So thanks for your time. Thanks for attending the interview. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Ji. Thank you so much, Ji.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.